a smoker for 15 years, and I think probably for at least half of that time I really wanted to quit, although I just couldn't. Okay, so me and my dad actually got together and we started taking Chantix, and the pills are just completely psychedelic. I mean, I would actually take them at night just before bed because the dreams that those things make you have, waking up with cold sweats, heart racing. Anyways, so that's just a whole nother subject all on its own, right? But anyways, so a couple of years ago, my dad he had a medium to mild heart attack, and he had to have 4 stents put in. Okay. Well, the doctor had made the comment to my father that he needed to really quit smoking. Okay. And so we already knew that pretty much everything else was just a flat out failure. So we weren't going to go back and try it again, even though we really wanted to quit. And I really wanted to quit with him so that I could be supportive of him. Okay, so that's whenever I went online and I learned about electronic cigarettes, and I thought, well, why not? Let's give it a shot. I've never tried this before, so I went ahead and was the guinea pig, and I bought the first electronic cigarette. It was a V2 at a local brick and mortar. It was actually a tobacco shop, as that's the only electronic cigarette store that we have around here. Went straight from that little V2 miniature cigarette right up to a Provari. Okay, and that was before the V2 came out, or the V2.5 came out. Okay, so my dad just kind of followed along, but he has always been more frugal with it than me. I took it quite a bit further. I've had the Caravella, I've had the Provari V2, and those have pretty much been the best things that I've had. Although if I spent a lot of money on something with my budget, chances are that I probably had to turn around and resell it because something would come up and I'd need the money. And that's a good thing about ECF classifieds or other places that you can sell this stuff at. You know, they pretty much hold their value unless you hold on to them for too long. Okay, so after doing that, I spent a lot of time on ECF trying to help people, and I've racked up a little bit over 3,000 posts by now. That kind of got a little bit boring, so I got into doing co-ops. I did a couple of co-ops. That kind of got boring. It wore itself out, wore me out. Okay, so I didn't want to do co-ops anymore, and so I started doing YouTube videos. Okay, and the YouTube videos have been really, really fun for me because it it allows me to help people out. Okay, whenever I do a vendor review, most of the time, if I can, I'll give that away. Like if it's a Cardo, obviously I'm not going to give the Cardo away. If it's like an Ego battery, I'm going to give the Ego battery to somebody after I get done with the review.